I think potassium, alongside niacin, might be one of the most overlooked keys to MS recovery. When I changed how I took my potassium, my recovery took off.
Steve isn't exaggerating. Potassium helps nerves send signals, helps muscles move, and even supports the immune system. With MS, those systems are already under stress. Getting enough potassium can make the difference between feeling stuck and moving forward.
I know, potassium doesn't sound exciting, but it's behind every step we take, every muscle we flex, every thought we form. And in MS, that balance is fragile. I didn't realize that low potassium could do more than cause cramps. It can make inflammation worse and even push the immune system in the wrong direction. Almost nobody talks about that.
That's true. Potassium is also needed for oligodendrocyte precursor cells, the cells that repair myelin. Without it, those cells don't grow up and do their job. And if potassium stays too low, the immune system tends to stay in attack mode instead of calming down.
For me, my recovery really accelerated when I started getting in more potassium every single day. The restless legs and spasms that haunted me for years finally went away. My walking, my biggest struggle, started to feel smoother and more natural. I didn't just take a pill and forget about it. I made it part of my routine. 2 capsules after waking up, 1 capsule at midday, and 2 capsules before bed. 5 capsules total at 1,070 milligrams each. That alone adds up to roughly 5,350 milligrams from supplements. And from my Fitbit, logging my Fitbit, I know from food I get about 2,379 milligrams, bringing my total daily intake close to about 7,700 milligrams, including no salt, of course. The steady effect built up over time, and the difference became impossible to ignore.
That lines up perfectly. When potassium is steady, it keeps nerves firing smoothly and muscles working better. That kind of consistency helps the brain rewire and repair itself. But everyone is different, and if you try this, make changes slowly, adding potassium step by step rather than all at once.
But here's what surprised me. It's not just about potassium alone. Niacin helps in a different way by boosting blood flow and helping clear out the old broken pieces of myelin.
Exactly. Potassium is like the green light that tells oligodendrocyte precursor cells, OPCs, to start rebuilding the myelin coating on nerves. If it's too low, that signal never gets through. By keeping potassium steady, you give your body the tools it needs to fix the damage.
And clearing myelin debris isn't just something that happens once. Every relapse or hidden MS activity can leave behind new junk. I mean, even old scars can hold on to debris for years. And in my case, that cleanup is still ongoing. But for all of us, years of past relapses left fragments behind, and smoldering MS can still add new debris even when scans look stable. In my case, that means the cleanup is still happening every day. Repair isn't a one-time job. It's daily maintenance. And that's why niacin's role in cleanup is just as important now as it was years ago. That's why I keep supporting both niacin and potassium. They make sure the cleanup keeps going and repair can keep happening. It's not one or the other. It's both.
That's where the teamwork happens. Niacin clears the path and potassium guides the repair. Together, they give OPCs what they need to work.
There was another layer to this. Caffeine. I had already cut it out, but I didn't know how closely it was tied to potassium.
Caffeine doesn't block potassium from being absorbed, but it does lower the amount in your blood and makes you lose more through urine. That means less is left for your muscles and nerves to use. When Steve cut caffeine, his body was finally able to hold on to potassium, and the results were obvious.
So what does that mean for you? Most people get far less potassium than they need. The daily goal is about 4,700 milligrams, but most diets only give you half of that.
You can close the gap with foods like fruits, vegetables, seeds, beans, and potassium salt substitutes. Supplements can also help, but always use them carefully and talk to a doctor first. Potassium is powerful, but balance matters.
For me, potassium has been a game changer. Have you tried adding more of it? Share your story in the comments. It might help someone. And if you found this breakdown helpful, share it with others and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Because potassium isn't just a nutrient, it's a key part of recovery in MS.